up, YouTube? And welcome back to the House of Mels. Today we are at Margaritaville Orlando Resort. Yes, we are hanging out here this weekend, just enjoying ourselves around Orlando. Like I share with you guys often, you know, one of the cool things about living in Orlando, there's so much to do. So anytime you want to just kind of get away and just have a good time, you know, like a staycation, or you know, do something other than the theme parks, there's so many different options, so many different resorts and places to stay to really just enjoy yourself. So today we're hanging out here at Margaritaville, and I'm gonna show you around. We actually got ourselves a cottage, and I'm going to show you around the cottage here. So let's dive in and have a good time. All right, guys, so like I said, we're staying here in Margaritaville Orlando, and we actually got ourselves a cottage here. So a couple of things here. There are actually 4 different options that you can actually get here when you're staying in Margaritaville, and just somewhat of the neighborhood. Just want to walk around and show you guys a bit of the neighborhood. But so you have 4 different options. You can stay in the Margaritaville Hotel, which is like your traditional hotel resort. You have that option where you just you know, book a room or suite there. Then you actually have the villas, which is kind of, I would call it like a townhome in a sense. So it's kind of your own private townhome. And like you said, yeah, with your own 2 parking spots out here in the residence area. And then you also have the cottage, which is where we are. And this is kind of like, I'm walking around, this is kind of like the area outside in the parking lot where we are. A few different cottages, you see different styles. So you have the cottage area. We have a premium cottage. And then there's also another level of premium cottage where it actually has your own pool. So we have a premium cottage without the pool. There's one with the pool, and yeah, I want to show you guys what we have all together. It's a 3-bedroom cottage. This is where we're staying, so let's go ahead and make our way inside and see all the amazing things. All right, guys, so we're making our way inside of our 3-bedroom premium cottage. You see Melissa, Miss Carmela. So this is actually the kitchen area. So we kind of have your kitchen / living area in this particular style. There are a couple of different styles. So like I shared, you have the different versions of the cottages here. We're in a 2-story. They do have a 3-story if you were looking for that. One thing to keep in mind is that they can't really guarantee the style of cottage that you're going to get, but you can also always put a request in. So like you see, you have a fully equipped kitchen, fully equipped refrigerator, appliances, things like that. So you know, if you have a family, you can have all of your things here. Have the living area, which of course some of our things all over the place already here. You have the 1st bedroom here, which is the master bed here on the 1st floor. So pretty spacious, as you can see. Patio right out to the back. I'm actually going to go to the bathroom, show you the bathroom here before we go into the back. So this is the bathroom here on the 1st floor. Fully equipped shower, of course, looks very nice, looks amazing. And we're literally just getting in, so everything's still clean. And then you have the actual back patio. So we're gonna go ahead and walk outside here so you can kind of see the back. So have your nice little picnic table here, hang out, little day chairs, and then just kind of like a little hangout area, nice and quiet. Of course, you have some of the other cottages, like I mentioned before, a few there are different styles, so you can see that a few other cottages have balconies, which is really nice. And like I said, for this section, it looks like all of the ones here are premium. I don't see any pools here. Around towards the front when you first pull into the residence area, you can kind of see there are a couple of cottages there that have pools, which is really cool. I will share with you all that there is an upcharge. So you know, of course, the different levels, you know, the price might be a little different. So if that's something that you want to explore, you can definitely do that. But yeah, it's a pretty nice evening too. So let's make our way upstairs. All right, guys, so we're making our way upstairs. Now, one thing I want to let you all know that these stairs are pretty steep, so I would encourage you to be careful, especially when you're walking up the stairs and you have heavy luggage. So just to give you kind of like a quick look, that's a pretty steep incline, you know, so you just got to be careful when you're doing that. So here we have our first bathroom here upstairs, kind of like your shared bathroom here. And again, it kind of mimics the one in the master bedroom. Very spacious, a lot to do, a lot of space that you have here in this bathroom. Then we have the 1st bedroom. Mel, say hi.
Hi, this is my bedroom. And this
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he's showing you every single thing inside the bedroom. So you have your full bedroom. He has his own little area. And look at the closet space. And again, this is just like the one of the spare bedrooms. Look at the closet space. There's so much space in here, a lot of room, your drawers. Looks like he already started unpacking some of his stuff. So yeah, so this is your bedroom 1 upstairs. Then you kind of have a little day bed here. So this is pretty neat. And I will share with you all that this cottage actually seats 8 people. So that is, something, just to keep in mind, especially if you, have a larger family. You guys don't want to have multiple hotel rooms, anything like that. So this is this closet area in here as well. But yeah, just kind of keep that in mind. And then this is, if you have little ones, if ideally if there were other adults and family, Lamel would probably be in here, but because it's just us, he has his own room. The cool thing here also, you have laundry area. Where are all the lights? There we go. So you have your laundry area here where you can wash your clothes, iron and board, of course, here as well, which is pretty nice. Looks like there are some laundry detergent here you can use, or of course you can always purchase, go to the store and purchase some there. More closet space again, and this is here, of course, if you're going to be staying for a long time. Now we're only here for a couple of days, so we may not get a chance to leverage as much as we'd like here, but yeah, if you're coming here for a long time, especially if you're traveling from out of town, a lot of space here. Here we are inside of my mother-in-law's room. So yeah, very nice size bed, lot of space. Again, we have closet room, and look at all of the space. I keep saying space, but yeah, just look, you have several drawers, hangers, area. So you're definitely not crammed, which is amazing. Unlike, hotel room, having this much space allows you, there's me, what's up y'all? But and then of course your private bathroom here that she has for her room. So yeah, a lot of space here, which is really, really cool. So like I said, just another option if you're coming in town, especially if you're coming in town from far, rather than doing a hotel room. Of course, you also have that option to be able to have a fully, and I'm gonna walk down this incline here, but have all of this space here, for family, and you guys kind of can be able to be all in one area, which is pretty cool. And as you see, that they're down here chilling. All right, guys. So yeah, so this is pretty much the whole tour of the entire cottage here. One cool thing that I actually just figured out is that the sofa here, it is actually a sofa bed. So now, when you talk about space and everything, and I just said about space, so we have 3 bedrooms here. Actually, I guess 3.5 if you count the little day room. So like 3.5 bedrooms and a sofa bed. Think about the amount of people that could just be in this one house. So again, the price was very friendly. Of course, the vary, so you guys can check that out. I will tell you this though. So there's a couple of things if you are thinking about Margaritaville and booking a cottage, there are 2 options as far as booking a cottage. Outside of the type of cottage, you can book through Margaritaville. Or also you can book through, they have like third-party Airbnbs. The interesting thing is that some of the cottages out here, they are owned or like Airbnb style, and then Margaritaville, of course, has theirs in which they manage and that you can book through. I will tell you this though, I'm not sure the prices vary. We actually got ours through Margaritaville, so I will tell you that if you do book through a third party, which you certainly can, from my understanding, you're not able to utilize the Margaritaville amenities. So you're only able to utilize Margaritaville amenities if you book through Margaritaville. So I'm not sure the price difference. I didn't check, any other third party. Also, I'm not sure what other third parties offer, if you are booking to stay here. So just keep that in mind if you are booking and you see a third party, the price is more, if the price is friendlier or vice versa. Just looking to see what the amenities are that they're offering, and really see if it's if it's beneficial for you to actually go through third party versus going through Margaritaville. So just want to give you that tip here. But yeah, outside of that, as I said before, very, very spacious, very, very nice, I would say. We're gonna head up to the main hotel part. To the main hotel part where the pool and all of that good stuff is. We're just gonna walk around and kind of hang out up there. So see what else Margaritaville has to offer. Hey family, we have some new merch in. Our Beyond Labels t-shirts, available in all sizes, both men's, women's, and kids sizes. If you haven't done so yet, hit the link in the description box and get yours today. Now back to the video. All right, guys, so we made our way back up to the very front. So up here at the front is the actual main entrance to the hotel. Now, I didn't tell you this, so let me tell you this now. So the cottages are actually in the very back of Margaritaville. The cool thing about Margaritaville is that they actually have shuttle service, so it is a little walk. I mean, you can walk it if you want to, but I mean, we're not walking it. But they have a shuttle service, a free shuttle service, so you can call and it takes them like 10 minutes to come pick you up, and they'll drive you around all of Margaritaville, to the front, and then of course across the street to the water park, as well as to Sunset Walk. Now let me share with this here. Another cool thing about Margaritaville is that when you do book through them, you get our cottage, for our cottage and our size cottage, you get 8 tickets to H2O water park. So that is the water park directly across the street from Margaritaville. And the other thing is that because Margaritaville is so close to it's like a little shopping area called Sunset Walk, very cool place. As a matter of fact, there is a YouTube video from where we had a chance to go and hang out at Sunset Park and do some fun things there. Nice shops, a bunch of restaurants. They even have like an arcade like style place called Game Time, which is kind of like a Dave and Buster's, if you have a Dave and Buster's or ever been to a Dave and Buster's. So it's kind of like a smaller version of that, but really cool, perfect location to be at. Like I said, one of the great things about the Orlando area is that there's so much to do. If you're a theme park person, you can do the theme parks. If you're a resort pool type person, you can do that. Or if you just staycation kind of hangout kind of spot type person, you can absolutely do that as well. So I'm actually making my way to the Margaritaville sign. But yeah, so you can actually find your vibe here in the city of Orlando, and our vibe for this weekend is actually going to be here in Margaritaville. So we're going to make our way into the inside, so we can kind of see the inside of the main lobby area. Of course, get a chance to take a look at the pool area and all that good stuff. And yeah, like I said, just kind of enjoy our stay. All right, guys, so as you can see, we're now making our way into the main lobby area of Margaritaville. So you can kind of see it's a really cool vibe. When we first checked in, they did have a live band kind of playing, which is a very great, cool vibe. You're also welcomed with a drink, so they have a non-alcoholic margarita as well as an alcoholic margarita. Of course, we took the non-alcoholic one, but yeah, it's a very cool vibe. As you can see, you can rent a car here. Of course, book your tickets for the various theme parks. But yeah, it's a very cool experience, I should say. But yeah, we're going to kind of explore. Like I said, this is our first time being here. First time we've ever had the opportunity to be here at Margaritaville, stay at Margaritaville. But yeah, it is. So far, we're enjoying ourselves, and we're gonna have ourselves a good time. You see, my mother-in-law. She has, isn't that margarita? You got 2 margaritas.
Two. They're actually rum punch.
Oh, rum punch. Oh, okay. So there you go.
We already getting lit, and we haven't even been here
right.
for 2 minutes.
Yeah, so pretty cool environment. The customer service, guest services is amazing. So I will say that we've been here probably about hour and a half, 2 hours for the most part, and just really had a really good experience so far. Because you see they have kind of the Margaritaville store, place where you can go shopping here, so just some little trinkets and things, Margaritaville centric, of course, that you can take home. They have this, so this is their restaurant, Euphoria. We received the brochure, had a chance to kind of like read a little bit about it, so looks like the food is amazing just from what we were able to see. But yeah, so that's another location here. Of course, a little standalone bar here where you can kind of just enjoy your time while you're sitting. As I did mention before, there was when we first got here, there was a live band that was playing. So I'm assuming they're probably gonna. I see everything still together. I see the guitar set up, so they're probably gonna have someone else kind of hang out here and play music. And again, of course, you can have yourself a little drink here at the bar while you're listening to some amazing music here as well. And then right around here, they have another like coffee shop kind of feel, so called Provisions. So it's like a little store, you know, with little snacks that's in the inside. You know, I see like ice cream and just little things like that. So again, like your normal resort, you can kind of have like, you know, your little shops and things that you can kind of, you know, purchase here at the resort. But then, of course, you also have the amenities and everything offsite as well. So pretty neat. So this is the main area where you would book your room or suite. So like I shared with you before, you have like 4 options when you do stay here. You can actually book at the resort, which is right here, the main area, where upstairs, as we go outside, you'll probably be able to see, but upstairs you'll be able to see kind of the room suites, and then the cottage area, which is where we are. You have like those 3 different options when you talk about the cottage, the villa, the premium cottage, which is what we have, and then also the one that has the pool. And one thing I did notice as we were driving is that there are several different sizes. So depending upon how big your family size is, you have options. And like I said before, the cool thing about Margaritaville is that they actually give you tickets to H2O currently. You know, so with our cottage, you know, we're the premium cottage. We have 3 bedrooms. We receive 8 tickets. So I'm assuming for some of the other larger size cottages, you will receive, you know, probably a few more depending upon, you know, your party. But I made my way over here to the arcade area, place for the kids to play, of course. Always got to have an arcade area. I'm not quite. Oh, this is like so. For what I can see in the inside, it's kind of like a ballroom. So yes, you can have a wedding here. I did actually see that up at the front. So if that's something that you wanted to book, and of course conferences, things like that. 'Cause I see there's the seagrass room over here as well. But yeah, it is very spacious, very cool. And we've only been here for like I said, an hour and a half, 2 hours. We've enjoyed ourselves. Yeah, so great experience. And now we're gonna make our way outside to the main pool area, which is where we're headed now. All right, guys, so now we've made our way outside here at the main pool area resort. So as you can see right here to your left, we have your chill bar, which is sure where you can get your drinks and then probably order even some food here. If I get over there, I catch a menu for you guys here as well. And then I see that are already setting up here for the night. We're probably gonna have some live music, so you get a chance to drink, have some live music, just have a really good time. So I'm gonna make my way over here, see if we can capture a menu here, just so you guys can have a good idea and feel of what they offer here. So yeah, this is our menu. Looks like some pretty good, you know, natural poolside options. You know, I'm a chicken wing guy, so I'll probably have some of those tomorrow. And then they also have the prices here. So you have your Caesar salad 14, tortilla chips 14, chicken wings 18, Korean barbecue wings 18, chill burger 18, boom boom shrimp 18, and then sweet heat Asian ribs 18. So yeah, just want to give you guys that option there as well. Maybe later tomorrow, I may be able to get a menu of the drinks also. If I can capture that, I'll definitely do that. But yeah, let's try to make our way around over here to the pool side. So this looks pretty amazing. You can kind of see kind of the balconies of some of the lodges from here as well, like the back of the lodge, which is really cool. Like I shared with you before, you do have the option of getting married or weddings, things like that, because it looks like this is more of your outdoor area for that. If you did decide to do something like that here, you know, of course, make your memories here at Margaritaville. And then I want to quickly kind of show you kind of the backside of where like the rooms and the suites were, because I did share with you about that. So, and here you can kind of see, so I'm gonna make my way around this sign. Yeah, so here you can kind of see some of the rooms. Again, this is the main lobby, with the main resort. This is where you can book like your normal traditional room suite, you know, if you didn't want to come do a lodge. But you have that option. And then there's some of the actual you know, backsides of the the actual back of the lodges here at Margaritaville. No, I said lodges, cottages here at Margaritaville. Now we're making our way towards the pool area, kind of like the man-made beach that they have here. And then there's another salty rim grill, so it's another grill here, bar and grill here that of course you guys can enjoy. I'm actually going to go in the inside so we can get a better view of you know, the pool area and all the amenities that we have here. So I'm gonna make my way inside. All right, guys, so before I walk inside the pool area, so you do have some options. And again, I want to show you the options. You have the fitness center, you have the spa. The spa is area, you know, of course, you guys know the spas. So the spa area that you have there, we actually drive past that at near our cottage. And then of course you kind of have like the beach club, which is where we're going to be headed to over there. You have the option, of course, you know, to rent a towel. So you see your guest towel rental here. And what I'm noticing is that there are several different bar and grills. I'm looking at one now, the Mango Moon. We saw the chill bar, and then there's another one called the Salty Rim. So there are several different bar options, several different types of food. I'm gonna try to see if I can capture a menu of all of them, just so you guys are aware of what's here. If I can, I'm definitely going to do it, but if not, then yeah, again, just want to kind of give you guys options, show you guys options of all the different things that are here at Margaritaville. All right, guys, so we're now actually inside of the main beach, pool beach, man-made beach area, and this is pretty neat. Again, like I said, man-made beach, so you kind of have like your lounge chairs, you have your pools, looks like several very different pools that you have, like as far as what do you call it? Deep length wise. I said that all wrong, but yeah, it's pretty neat, pretty cool hangout area. I'm actually here near the cabanas area, so tomorrow I'm actually going to have a cabana. We're going to have a cabana, so we'll be hanging out probably somewhere around in these areas. Of course, you have like your lounge, you have your refrigerator, little fan, just like a little nice cool area to just kind of lounge and hang around out in. And it looks like there's a television here as well. So, oh no, not television. Thought it was television. But yeah, so have your cabanas here. I would have to get the price. We literally right before we walked over here came and well, we got one. So I have to tell you all the price once we get back to our cottage. But as I shared with you before, you see Melissa, Miss Carmela Lamel, they're walking around over there. But looks like there's a bar, a central bar right there in the middle, with it kind of being somewhat of the evening. I'm assuming, you know, a lot of the bar attendants are probably already gone for the day. But with tomorrow being the weekend, I'm sure everyone will be out again. But yeah, this is pretty nice. I'm gonna see if I can make my way around up there to that salty rim so I can give you guys a better view of that. But it looks like from what I can see, there are 3 different bars. We have the chill bar, we have the salty rim, and we have the mango moon. Yeah, we have mango moon. So we have 3 different bars where you can of course eat. There's several different entrances, especially you have your cottage side, your resort side, so you have those as well. You can see the salty rim there. Looks like there's a lot of people over there. I'm gonna probably go over there and grab you guys a menu of that also. But it's pretty neat how they kind of made like this kind of beach style vibe here. You get the feel of the pool, but you also get the feel of the beach, your relaxation, all of the good stuff. So I love it. I'm looking forward to having a great time here, hanging out here, and just really enjoying this relaxing weekend here at really enjoying this relaxing weekend here at Margaritaville. Okay, so here we go. So a little information about the cabanas. Just want to share this with you. No prices, but I'm definitely going to get the price for you all and share that with you so you all are aware. A little bit of the map also of the pool area. So just so as you guys plan and prepare, but I definitely get that information for you. And yeah. So really quick, how much was the actual cabana?
The cabana was $250.
The big cabana was $250 for the day. All of the cabanas are $250 for the day. So that's just a little bit of information in case you guys are planning and wanting to get a cabana. So $250 for the day. And then of course you also have the free options, which is where we're seeing the lounging chairs and everyone just kind of like hanging out. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab that menu for you at the Salty Rim so you can have that at least. Looks like that's the only bar that's outside of the chill bar that's open. So I'm gonna grab that for you. All right guys, so we made our way over here to the Salty Rim. There's another stage for performance. So the cool see, there's a lot of performing that will take place when you do come to Margaritaville. You guys can really enjoy. This is another bar and grill. I don't see any readily available menus. Yeah, I don't see any ready available menus, but it is definitely a full service bar and grill, because I actually see they have the kitchen in the back, so that is an option there as well. And then of course this is the other side of the pool area, where you have ping pong. You have your entry area over here where you can also get your towels and things like that. And then the spa is actually on the other side of this building. On the other side of this building, you have the spa. I'm actually on another area where kind of like another reserved rental area, which is kind of like, I don't even know what you call these, but it's kind of like I guess a half tent, if you want to do that, call it that. But yeah, that, and then you have like another style of cabana where instead of you having the lounge chairs, you have more of the couch. So you have those options here. So this is pretty much the pool area. One thing we did notice is that these cottages are much bigger than the cottages that are near where we're staying in the back. So of course they'll probably be a bit more pricey, but again, if you're talking about having large families, you're talking about having a lot of space, you have the option to, get what appears to be as big as a regular house and not necessarily just a cottage. So they have a variety of different options here, a variety of different options to select from, whether it be a regular room suite, which is right there, or a ginormous cottage, which is over there. Or of course one of the cottages is kind of like what we have. So yeah, this is Margaritaville. This is going to be our hangout for the weekend. As you see, Mels is having a great time playing cornhole. Yeah. He's having himself a great time. So this is it. Yeah. So as I continue to share, there's so much to do. If you want to do something more than just the theme parks, definitely enjoy the theme parks, of course, but then you can also have your relaxing time by the man-made beach here at the pool, enjoying yourself at Margaritaville. All right, guys, so we're back in the cottage for the evening. Had an amazing day, just really kind of walking around and sightseeing and seeing all the amazing things Margaritaville has to offer. Like I mentioned to you, they're right across the street. There's this really cool place called Sunset Walk, which has a whole bunch of restaurants. Like, we were out there, we went and ate dinner out there tonight, and we were able to kind of like see all the different live music. There's a car show going on, like a little farmers market out there. So it's really cool. Walking distance really from Margaritaville, so it's literally right next door. Just like I said, and of course there's a movie theater, some other fun activities that family can do directly across the street. Island H2O, which, like I said before, by staying with Margaritaville, at least for this particular stay, as of May 2026, they offer complimentary tickets to the actual water park. So again, if you're here for a couple of days, or a week or so, you have the option of, hanging out here at the resort, going across the street to the water park, and of course enjoying all of the activities over at Sunset Walk, while you're doing all your other adventures around Orlando. So great place to hang out. I mean, we're going to continue to enjoy our time here, but thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit your notification bells. Oh, and by the way, I do want to give a quick shout out to the host at the front desk, Mike Z, what was the other, Pablo and Naomi. Super nice hostess. They're part of the Margaritaville Margaritaville Vacation Club. So definitely swing by there and say hey to them. You know, I hear all the great things that they have to offer there as well while you are here enjoying your time. But that's it for us, and we'll see you next time right here in the house. Peace.